So the live action remake of Avatar: The Last Airbender is basically the #1 show on the internet right now. And the reviews are mixed at best. I just finished it, and as someone who actually really enjoyed the cartoon, I've seen it maybe 2 or 3 times, I liked it. I really liked it. I think a lot of the hate is just engagement bait, but a lot of people just did not like it, and I get it. I understand. This happens every single time some beloved book or cartoon is remade into live action. People are sort of just going into it, waiting for certain episodes, waiting for certain moments, and when they don't get that, they freak out. I was okay with it. I actually liked it. There was a lot of stuff that was missing. I think that, obviously the acting was a little, and they're kids. I get it. They're newer, and obviously there's plenty of examples of kids who are spot on actors. But I think that can get better with the series. One thing that I really missed from it was Aang's humor. I thought Aang was way too serious. It seemed like every scene, adults were just like, "Where you been? You ain't been here for 100 years. Get on your responsibilities." And he was just like, "Geez, okay." That was like my biggest problem. I know a lot of people didn't like Azula. I thought she was written a little bit weird. They kind of just threw her friends in there randomly. I think that whole side of the show could be done better in the future. But just talking about the positives, I think it looks amazing. I think the costumes are spot on. The water bending tribes, really every tribe nailed it. The costume design looks amazing. I actually really like the visual effects. It just looks so much better than the movie. The movie was crazy. I can't believe we all lived through that. The movie was insane. His name was Ong for some reason. And I think the biggest problem for me is I don't understand. I don't understand how Hollywood works with remakes, especially when your source material is already proven, it's already amazing. Like, you would think if you got to remake Avatar, you would just slow it down and just give the people everything that they wanted. I get that, like, you have an artistic ego and you're like, "Oh, I want to add this and change this." But it would be cool to just see somebody just use the source material. And for the love of me, I do not understand why directors, writers, and studios don't do this. It seems like that would be an easier argument. You'd be like, okay, people already love this. It's already amazing writing. Let's just do an adaptation of that. So I just don't get why we have to change so much. But some of the changes they made, I get it. You only had 8 episodes. I personally would have just not gone through the whole Book of Water for that first season. Like if I was only given 8 episodes to tell that story, you don't want another situation like M. Night Shyamalan's where it was just an hour and a half, 2 hours of just condensed material, and then you're skipping a lot of important parts that you could have expanded on. I feel like I didn't even really get to see Aang, the main 3 people even hang out. Aang, Katara, and Sokka. It felt like they were just strictly business everywhere. I loved Sokka's performance. I thought he was funny. I think the standouts for me were General Iroh and Prince Zuko. I think that was the closest to the cartoon. I think both of the actors nailed it, and they actually had a lot of chemistry. I'm actually excited for season 2. I really just hope that the directors read the feedback and make some changes. Some of the changes, like, I get you changing if it's gonna add to it, but making the brother and sister go through the lovers' caves was just unnecessary and weird. But I hope they really listen to the reviews. I need Aang to be more childlike. I need him to be more playful, because that's my favorite character in the animated series and my least favorite in the live action. So we gotta change that up, please. I'm a huge fan of Aang. But the other things that they nailed was the darkness. I can't believe the first scene we saw somebody in detail get burned alive. And that was actually pretty cool to kind of give it a little edge, if you will. But like I said, I'm excited for season 2. I actually enjoyed it. Yes, there were changes, but we knew that was coming. And if you're one of these people online that's saying the M. Night Shyamalan movie was better, just exit the conversation. That is crazy. But like I said, I'm excited. I hope they get a season 2, because you never know these days.